Hey, Roger Hart here, consultant, accountant, author and passionate advocate of self-growth and happiness. In this video, I'll share a personal story to really inspire you to use positive affirmations in your life. I'm going to tell you how I discovered positive affirmations and how I've used them with great success. A success that can be yours too. I've used positive affirmations throughout my life to succeed in exams, move forward in business, earn more money and get healthier. The starting point was this book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. Like most teenagers, I suffered from a lack of self-confidence. When I was 13, I had to attend secondary school in another village. A place where I hardly knew anyone. The whole situation was new to me. New classmates, very strict teachers, unannounced tests and commuting. I slowly lost my confidence and withdrew. That's when my grades started to suffer. I got even more depressed. Fortunately, my parents noticed my struggle and decided something radical was needed to help me. My father had read Dr. Murphy's book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. He briefly explained Dr. Murphy's concept to me, which is basically, your subconscious mind will move heaven and earth to bring to pass whatever you impress upon it. Afterwards, my father and I read the story in the book about a 16-year-old boy. He just happened to have the same problem as me. What a great coincidence! So Dr. Murphy suggested he state the positive affirmation several times a day, particularly at night before sleep, and also first thing in the morning after waking up. I'm going to read this specific affirmation to you. It's on page 76 in this book. I realize that my subconscious mind is a storehouse of memory. It retains everything I read and hear from my teachers. I have a perfect memory. And the infinite intelligence in my subconscious mind constantly reveals to me everything I need to know at all my examinations, whether written or oral. I radiate love and goodwill to all my teachers and fellow students. I sincerely wish for them success and all good things. And you know what? The exact same thing happened to me that had happened to the teenage boy in the book. My marks went up every semester. I had better relationships with my classmates. And my negative feelings toward my teachers, poof, disappeared. At the end of secondary school, I was better than ever. And the success story didn't stop there. In all my future continuing education, I never once failed an intermediate or final exam. Never. And you know what else? I never had any doubts about succeeding at an exam either. Even 20 years later, before another important final exam, I still remember that same positive affirmation like it was yesterday. You can do this too. And it's not only about education and exams. This concept can be applied to all aspects of life. Relationships, health, business, money, sports, school, weight loss, and so on. But know this, I repeated that same affirmation several times a day for 2.5 years. Not weeks, not months, 2.5 years. Well, of course, the first results showed after a few months. My marks went up. But I kept going because it wasn't finished yet. So let me conclude this video with this. People do not fail at positive affirmations. They simply give up before the magic happens.